For the first lesson of our statistical displays unit, we are going to be looking at dot plots. If you've ever made a line plot before, it is basically the same thing, just using dots. So a dot plot is a distribution of data values where each data value is shown as a dot above a number line. We included this chart that we used during the inequalities unit because we're going to be asked some questions like how many of the data values are greater than 5. So making sure you know what these words tell you and what direction you should be looking at. So number 1, Mrs. Williams asked her students how many school projects they had this trimester. The results are shown below. How many students had more than 4 projects? So first off, just noting, this down here is talking about the number of projects, and the dot is telling us that's talking about the students. So each dot is representing a student. So how many students had more than 4 projects? So remember that more than is the same thing as greater than. We're not including that value, but we're talking about anything that's higher than it. So we're not including 4, but we're talking about anything that's higher than 4, which there's just one dot. So one student had, and if you want to highlight that part, more than 4 projects. What was the most amount of projects a student had? So remember, these numbers down here are telling us the number of projects: 1 project, 2 projects, 3 projects, 4 projects, and so on. So if we're looking at the most amount that a student had, we're not saying which one has the most dots, we're saying what is the highest number of projects. So what is the highest number with a dot on it? And that's going to be 5. So the most projects that one individual student had was 5. What response was given the most? So that's what we're looking at. Where do we see the most dots? The number that has the most dots on it is 2. So most students had 2 projects. How many students had 2 or less projects? So 2 or less. So that means it includes 2 and then less than or equal to. So we are including the number 2 and anything less than it. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 that had 2, and then 1, 2, 3 that are less than that. So that's a total of 7 students. And then outliers would be a number that's way bigger or way less than the rest. So for example, if I had something like right here, 10 would be an outlier. One student had 10 projects, but that's way bigger than what anyone else had. So since there isn't anything like that, no, there are not any outliers, so it's not applicable for what the outliers are. All right, number 2, the daily high temperatures for Vernon Hills in the month of May are listed below. How many days was the temperature recorded? So that's saying, let's look at this. This is talking about the temperature. Makes sense, 68, 70 degrees, 71 degrees, 72 degrees, and so on. The dot is equaling the days. So each dot represents a day. So for example, one day it was 68 degrees, or 3 days it was 74 degrees. So how many days was the temperature recorded? We're just going to count the number of dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 days. How many days had a temperature of at least 70 degrees? If we look at that chart from the front, at least is greater than or equal to. So if it helps you to write the greater than or equal to sign, then do it. So that's including 70, which is right here, and anything higher than it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 days. At least 70, and then all these values are higher than it. How many days had a temperature of 70 degrees or less? So remember that. Equal to 70 or less, less than or equal to. So 73 exactly, we have 2, and then anything less than that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days. What temperature occurred the most often? So we're not saying what's the highest temperature that we had. We're saying which one occurred the most often. So that's when we're looking for where are the most number of dots, and that falls on 72. So 72 degrees was the one that happened most often in May. Are there any outliers in the set? Again, we're looking for something that's way higher or way lower than the rest. Some people might look at this and think that that's an outlier because there's this gap right here, but it's only a gap of 1 degree, so I wouldn't include that as an outlier. I would only include it if it's way smaller or way higher. So I would say no. So there's not applicable for what number is the outlier.